Now, moving on to more news from around the world, a horrific incident in the Kansas City has sent shockwaves across the United States, where a mother mistakenly put her 1-month-old infant in an oven for a nap and the baby died. The accused mother, Maria Thomas, has been charged with endangering the child's welfare by the court of law, and the charges were announced by the court on February 10th. The Kansas City police officials reached the crime scene after this horrific incident was reported on February 9th at 1:30 p.m. local time. And according to the document that was filed in the court, Maria told her grandfather that she thought she put the child in her crib and she accidentally put her in the oven. Her grandfather mentioned this to the city police officials, and notably the court's records do not show if Thomas has an attorney representing her, and if convicted, Thomas could face life imprisonment of 10 years, and this is according to the Missouri state law.
Okay, Shalom. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, as well as much respect and honors to the brothers that are pushing this truth and sincerity across the four winds of this earth and risking their lives and freedom to do so. I would also like to give much honors and respect to the brothers and sisters that are of the hope for the elect, that are doing their very best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High to the best of their abilities. Shalom. This is Caleb of Judah, and I'm coming back at you with a quick lesson. As you saw in the beginning, I shared this news clipping, and it's talking about this Eve right here that you see in this photo. Here it is. She claims, that she was putting her baby down for a nap, and instead of putting her baby, down in the crib so the baby could take a nap, she accidentally placed the baby in the oven, which led to the demise of the baby, Now, me personally, and it's just me personally, I don't believe this was an accident. I believe that this was intentional, Again, I believe that this was intentional, But either way, accident or intentional, it's pure evil, it's pure, wicked as hell. And it just goes to show you, how sorry and how thoughtless and stupid and evil a lot of our women have become. You just got to stand on the truth and call it like it is. A lot of our women are wicked and evil as hell. And this is a prime example of that. A lot of our women, they have taken on the ways that's pushed out over here in Babylon the Great. A lot of our women, they're just totally out of order, and they're wicked and evil as hell. Here it is. Not too long ago, I can remember watching a video where you had these Eves, these wicked Eves. They were either at this daycare facility or it was some type of youth center. But anyway, they had the little girls in the youth center. They had them twerking and they had them sliding up and down a pole. Basically training these little young girls into becoming thoughts. Into becoming strippers. That is just pure wicked. That is just pure madness. They even had the little boys doing the same thing, sliding up and down the pole. Had them twerking, the little boys in there twerking. Basically emasculating the little boys. Basically, preparing the little boys, to partake in the Mo agenda. Our women, the majority of our women have become low, and evil and wicked as hell. This is why the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed, because they're just too far gone. They're wicked as hell, Like I say, they have taken on the ways that's pushed out over here in Babylon the Great, And brothers, if you don't have any children, you're actually in a good place, Because considering, this society that's ran by Esau Edom, this devil, he allows any and everything to go on over here. Wickedness is at an all-time high over here, And then also considering, how evil the majority of our women have become. If you don't have any children in this current society, you are in a good place, But again, this right here just shows you, that, we need deliverance. We need the new righteous kingdom. We need Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Because everything is out of order. Wickedness is at an all-time high. okay, in this current, okay, rulership of Esau Edoms, okay, our women are out of order. Everything is turned upside down, okay. These devils, they're pushing all types of wickedness, and they're targeting our young children with this wickedness. They're targeting our young children with this Mo agenda and whatnot, okay. We need, the new righteous kingdom, okay, and, and in the new righteous rulership that's soon to come, things will be turned right side up, okay. The new righteous rulership that's ruled over by Yahweh Shai, along with the 144,000 elect men of Israel, things will be turned right side up. Our women will be in order, okay? But right now, in this current society, the majority of our women in this current society are out of order, and they're wicked as hell. And you just got to call it like it is, okay? You got to call it like it is. But again, this is why the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed, okay? Because they're just too far gone, okay? They're just too wicked. Okay. And I'm not doing this lesson, to bash all of our women, because we have some women that have come back and they're trying to do right. But hey, you have to stand on the truth and call it like it is. The majority of our women, they're too far gone. They're wicked as hell. OK, they're just wicked as hell. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring out a couple of scriptures. I didn't plan to keep this lesson long. But, again, when you hear stories like this right here, it's just vexing. It's just pure vexing. It's really vexing. I'm going to go ahead and bring out a couple of scriptures. Okay, the first scripture I want to go to is in the book of Ecclesiasticus, and this is chapter 25, and this is verse 24. And it reads, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die." Okay, now here it is in this particular incident, that was shared in this news clipping. Hey, this is a prime example of through the woman we all die. Okay, here it is, this little baby is no longer alive because of the actions of this wicked and careless Eve. Okay, this right here was just pure foul. Okay, wicked and carelessness. Okay, and here it is. In a lot of cases, many of our women like to run down, to Planned Parenthood and abort our seeds. Okay, many of our women, they have become wicked towards our children, while they're inside the womb as well as while they're outside the womb. Okay, and here it is, as I had mentioned earlier. Many of our women, they're training up our children to become thoughts. They're training up our children to become part of the Mo ABC agenda, and everything else that's negative under the sun and whatnot. Okay, and all this is doing is just leading our children down a path of destruction. Here it is. Many of our women, they just need they need a hard reset because they're just too wicked. Okay, and this is why Jacob's trouble is necessary. Okay. This is why the destruction of Babylon the Great is necessary, okay? Because here it is, many of our women, they're going to be destroyed in Jacob's trouble, as well as, the destruction of Babylon the Great, okay? Because, they're just wicked as hell, and they need that hard reset, They need that hard reset. Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy, and this is chapter 28, and this is verse 56. And it reads, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not have ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." Okay? And, as I was saying, many of our women, they become just pure evil. Okay? Here it is. Many of our women, they become disrespectful towards their husbands. Here it is. Many of our women, they want to come against their Israelite man. Okay. They want to buck up against them. They want to question them on everything. They want to come against them. Here it is. Many of our women, they want to rule over the Israelite man. Many of our women, they think that they're better than the Israelite man. And here it is in many cases when, here it is, these wicked Eves, when, they can't get their way with the Israelite man. They want to call, Esau on the Israelite man, so that Esau will go upside the Israelite man's head with a billy club and kick the Israelite man out the house, Deuteronomy chapter 28, and this is verse 56 again. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not have ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." Okay? And here it is, as I was saying, Eve has become evil towards our children, when they're inside the womb, as well as when they're outside of the womb. Okay? Because again, here it is, Eve, she likes to run down, the Planned Parenthood in a lot of cases and abort our little boys and our little girls, okay? And in many cases, here it is, Eve, she likes to try to emasculate the little boys, and thought out our little girls, And here it is, Eve, in a lot of cases, she'll use the children against the Israelite man, to try to get a come up, to try to get some type of child support, and to try to break the Israelite man financially and mentally, And here it is also, too, and in many cases, these wicked Eves, they like to try to, when they can't get their way with the Israelite man, they like to try to threaten, use the kids as some type of leverage, okay, to try to get their way, and when they can't get their way, they'll threaten the Israelite man and tell him that he can't see his children, and see, and here it is, with that, in that particular case, it's not just when these wicked Eves do things like that, when they try to keep the children from the Israelite man, it's not just hurting the children. It's not just hurting the man, it's hurting the children as well, okay? It's hurting the children as well, okay? Because, those children, hey, they need a male role figure in their lives, But, as I was saying earlier, brothers, hey, if you don't have any children, hey, you're in a good place. You're in a good spot, because here it is in this wicked society of Esau's. Hey, these wicked Eves, hey, they are allowed to get away with all types of wickedness and madness, okay? And so again, brothers, if you don't have any children in this wicked society of Esau's, you're in a good place, okay? Because these wicked Eves, hey, they get away with all types of madness. Okay, this is the book of Lamentations, and this is chapter 4, and this is verse 3. And it reads, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to the young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. Okay, and see, here it is, the sea creatures, treat their young, better than many of our women in a lot of cases. Okay, here it is. You have many of our women in a lot of cases, they don't even want to breastfeed our babies, because they're afraid that it's going to either make their breast sad or they're just too sorry and lazy, to take the time, to breastfeed our children, And here it is. A lot of cases, these Eves, they rather, give our babies, this artificial milk, like this Similac and whatever else. The Esau has concocted in a lab, and whatnot, versus, breastfeeding the child, which is a whole lot better, which is more healthier for the child when you breastfeed them, Lamentations chapter 4, and this is verse 3 again. It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. Okay? And see, here it is, an ostrich, will lay eggs and will leave them in the dirt, And see, here it is, many of our women, hey, they leave our children with any and everybody. Okay? And so that they can go out and party, and so that they can, live their best lives as they claim, they can live that hot girl summer life, and see, as a result, of that, many of our children are neglected, they are abused, they're mistreated, they're exposed to all types of evils and whatnot, Okay, this is Job, and this is chapter 39. And this is verse 13 that I want to read. I want to start in. And it reads, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich? Verse 14. It says, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust. See, okay, this is what the ostrich does. Okay, verse 15, it says, and forget it that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. Okay, and see again, okay, many of our women have become like the ostrich. Okay, many of our women are careless, okay, when it comes to our children. And in many cases, there's no real man or male disciplinary in the house, because Eve has done either kicked the man out of the house or she's done ran him off, somehow, And as a result, these wicked Eves are left to raise these children by themselves. Okay, and in many cases, these children are neglected. Okay, the children are left to raise themselves. Okay, the children are are turning up, are turning to mischievous behaviors and whatnot, which is ending them in prison, either in prison or 6 feet under, And in this particular incident that I shared in this news clipping, okay, you had this wicked Eve, okay, place her baby in an oven, okay? Again, okay, a lot of our women are just wicked and they're careless, okay? Because this right here is just pure foul. This is foul, It's foul. Okay, this is the last scripture I'm going to bring out, and then we're going to end the lesson. And this is in the book of Micah, and this is chapter 7, and this is verse 10. And it reads, then she, that is my enemy, shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Okay, and hey, again, here it is. Hey, many of these wicked Eves out here, hey, that's what they are. They wicked as hell. Okay, and many of our women, hey, they don't fear the Lord. Okay, they don't fear the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, hey, but they're gonna learn to fear the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And very soon, hey, shame is gonna cover these proud and wicked Eves. Okay, shame is gonna cover these proud and wicked Eves. And they're gonna be destroyed over here in Babylon the Great, because of all the wickedness that they're partaking in, okay? Many of our women, hey, they're going to be trodden down, okay, like mud or some type of dog messes on the street, okay, because of all the wickedness that they're partaking in, okay? Okay, again, when Jacob's trouble get here, hey, many of our women, hey, they're going to be destroyed in Jacob's trouble. Many of our women, they're going to eat a nuclear missile over here in Babylon the Great, okay, because of all the wickedness that they're partaking in, okay? And again, I'm not doing this lesson to bash all of our women because, as I was saying earlier, some of our women have come back and are trying to do right, okay? But again, the majority of our women, hey, they wicked as hell, okay? And this is why, and because of all this wickedness that, a lot of these Eves are partaking in, hey, this is the reason why the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed, okay? And so, that's pretty much the point. I'm going to go ahead and end off here. I hope it was edifying. Once again, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Kwam Yasharala and Abal Babal. Shalom.